The airport exploded into screams when the police dog broke loose. In one violent motion, the German Shepherd leaped straight into a baby stroller. A woman shrieked. The stroller jerked. Officers shouted in panic, "Get the dog back!" People thought the dog had lost control. Some thought the baby was about to be killed, but the dog didn't bite. He didn't attack. He blocked the stroller, growling at anyone who came near, officers included. Then the blanket slipped. Something hard fell out and smashed against the floor. Metal. Wires. A blinking light. The sound alone made officers freeze, and when they realized what it was, they didn't shout, they didn't hesitate, they ran, because the police dog wasn't attacking the stroller. He was trying to save everyone. What the dog did next shocked everyone and revealed a truth so unbelievable. It stunned the entire terminal. Stay with us, because this story will leave you speechless. Before we start, make sure to hit like, share, and subscribe. And really, I'm curious, where are you watching from? Drop your country name in the comments. I love seeing how far our stories travel. Just moments earlier, nothing seemed unusual. The airport hummed with its familiar rhythm. Boarding announcements echoed overhead. Wheels of suitcases clicked across polished floors. Children laughed as families hurried past security. The woman stood quietly in line, gently rocking the stroller back and forth. The baby slept peacefully beneath a colorful blanket, unaware of the noise around him. No one noticed her. No one suspected anything. That's what made what happened next so terrifying. The German Shepherd wasn't just any police dog. He was Rex, calm, disciplined, and trusted by every officer on duty. In years of service, Rex had never reacted without reason. Explosives, narcotics, hidden threats, he detected them all with quiet precision. His handler walked beside him confidently, barely holding the leash. Rex moved with steady focus, ignoring crowds and noise. That's why, when Rex suddenly stopped and stiffened, the handler felt a chill crawl up his spine. Rex's ears snapped upright, his body freezing mid-step as if time itself had stopped. His nose lifted, pulling in the air sharply. Then his muscles tightened. A low growl rumbled deep in his chest, slow, controlled, dangerous. The handler tugged the leash. "Rex, easy," he commanded. Rex didn't respond. Instead, the growl turned into sharp, urgent barking. His paws scraped against the floor as he strained forward, eyes locked on one spot ahead. Heads turned, conversations died. People felt it instantly. Something was very wrong. The barking sent a ripple of fear through the terminal. Passengers backed away, whispering urgently. Some pointed toward the stroller. Others stared at the woman with open suspicion. What did she do? Someone muttered. The woman's face drained of color. "I don't understand," she cried, pulling the stroller closer. "I haven't done anything wrong." Rex kept barking, his body rigid, refusing to look away. Phones were raised. Security tightened their circle. Fear spread faster than answers. The handler moved fast, shouting orders as officers rushed forward. Rex surged ahead anyway, slamming his weight against the stroller with a sharp metallic clatter. The handle jolted. Wheels skidded. The blanket slipped loose, sliding to the floor. Something dropped out. It hit the tiles with a dull, wet sound and rolled once before stopping. Conversations cut off. A woman screamed. Rex froze, nose inches away, barking once loud. Final, urgent, while everyone stared at the thing lying there. Officers drew closer, breath held, hearts pounding, unsure what nightmare had just appeared. Everything changed in an instant. The nearest officer recoiled, hand flying to his radio. Another stepped back sharply, eyes wide with shock. Clear. The area now. Someone shouted, voice cracking with urgency. Passengers were pushed away as security formed a tight perimeter. No one asked questions, no one hesitated. The fear on the officers' faces said enough. The woman stood frozen, trembling, staring at the floor where the object lay. Rex stayed, planted beside it, unmoving as if guarding a terrifying truth. It wasn't a weapon, it wasn't drugs. Lying on the cold tiles was a soaked medical cloth, darkened with fresh blood, wrapped around a small plastic monitor wire. An officer knelt, recognition dawning. "This is obstetric," he whispered. Suddenly pale, realizing the danger wasn't criminal at all, but internal, silent, dangerous. The crowd gasped as the truth hit hard. This wasn't smuggling or sabotage, it was a medical emergency. The woman swayed, clutching her stomach, eyes wide with fear. Rex stopped barking, whining softly now, pressing close as if urging them to move before time slipped away forever from them all entirely. The woman's knees buckled without warning. She gasped, one hand gripping the stroller, the other clutching her stomach as pain tore through her body. "Something's wrong," she whispered, panic flooding her voice. Sweat beaded along her forehead, her breathing turning shallow and uneven. Officers rushed to catch her as she slumped into a chair, trembling violently. Tears streamed down her cheeks. "Please," she cried, barely able to speak. "I can't feel right. Something's happening to my baby." Rex whined sharply, circling her, sensing the danger was moments from becoming irreversible. Rex pressed closer to the woman, his barking gone, replaced by a desperate whine. He nudged her leg gently, then looked up at his handler, eyes filled with urgency instead of aggression. It clicked in that moment. Rex wasn't attacking or accusing. He had been warning them. The handler swallowed hard, guilt washing over him. "He sensed distress," he said quietly. "Not danger to us. Danger to her." Rex sat firmly beside the chair, refusing to move, as if standing guard over two fragile lives. Sirens echoed inside the terminal as medical responders rushed through security. A stretcher appeared, gloves snapped on. One paramedic checked her pulse and froze. "Her vitals are unstable," he said sharply, signaling for immediate support. Another pressed gently against her abdomen, concern deepening with every second. "We don't have much time," she warned. The woman cried out softly, gripping the medic's arm. "Please help my baby." Rex paced in tight circles, whining anxiously while officers cleared a path. The calm airport had vanished, replaced by urgency, fear, and the race against seconds. The lead medic's face tightened as the scan confirmed their fear. "She has an internal rupture," he said quietly, voice heavy with urgency. "If we don't get her into surgery immediately, we'll lose both of them." The words hit like a shockwave. The woman sobbed, shaking her head in disbelief. "Please, save my baby," she begged, barely conscious now. Officers stepped aside instantly, clearing a direct route. The stretcher rolled fast, wheels rattling across the floor. Rex stopped pacing and sat perfectly still, watching her go, ears low, as if he understood the weight of every second slipping away. The stretcher burst through the terminal doors as sirens wailed outside. Paramedics shouted times and vitals, lifting her swiftly into the ambulance. The doors slammed shut, sealing her fate inside flashing red lights. Mark stood frozen, chest tight, watching the vehicle pull away. Rex strained against the leash, whining softly, eyes locked on the disappearing ambulance. For the first time since this began, there was nothing they could do but wait and hope the warning hadn't come too late. The hospital waiting room felt painfully still. Every ticking second echoed louder than the last. Mark sat hunched forward, elbows on his knees, fingers gripping Rex's fur for comfort. The German shepherd lay at his feet, alert despite the exhaustion, ears lifting at every sound. People passed, doctors whispered, doors opened and closed, but no one stopped for them. Mark replayed the moment again and again, wondering if he had acted fast enough. Rex lifted his head, eyes steady, as if reminding him they had done all they could. The doctor finally stepped into the waiting room, exhaustion lining his face. Then he smiled. "They're alive," he said gently. "Both the mother and the baby are stable." Mark's breath left him in a rush. He dropped to one knee, wrapping his arms around Rex as the dog's tail wagged softly. The doctor shook his head in disbelief. "If your K9 hadn't reacted when he did, we would have been too late." Later, a nurse handed Mark a small note from the mother. It read, "Tell the dog, he's our hero." And in that quiet moment, Rex finally rested.